Yes, it is true. The lump sum check from Social Security is a real thing. I have all the details and what you need to know right here in this video. Let's get right into it. All right, so yesterday I was out in a separate video talking about a lump sum check from Social Security. Well, I've been reading through the comments section on that video and I've seen a number of comments coming out saying it's not approved, this is not happening, it's not a real thing, we're waiting for Congress to approve it, there's been no announcements about this, and all kinds of comments along those lines. However, I do want to offer some additional clarification in this video because, yes, a lump sum check from Social Security is a real thing. We are not waiting for congressional approval. We're not waiting for a bill to pass. This is something that is already in place, and it may be offered by the Social Security Administration. So I do want to talk through further details about this topic right here in the video so that we can all be on the same page. However, to be 100% fair about this, yes, here on the channel, we do talk about a lot of different payments out there right now, including universal basic income, guaranteed basic income, as well as stimulus checks and a variety of other programs that are going on out there right now. Now, again, like I said, to be totally fair, all of these programs that I just mentioned right there do need congressional approval. They do need to be passed through Congress. They do need special bills in order to get them passed and the money to start flowing. Even though many of those programs are already in place right here, right now, yes, to be fair, those ones do need congressional approval. However, when it comes to the lump sum payment out of Social Security, this does not need congressional approval. It's already a done deal. It is already in place, and it may just be offered by the Social Security Administration, like I said. So let me talk you through the details about this so that we can all be on the same page and understand what is this payment and how do you get it, right? So let's get into it. However, really fast before we do, thank you so much for joining me. I truly do appreciate your support. If you haven't done so yet, please make sure to hit that subscribe button right down below the video so you don't miss any updates going forward, as I'm here for you every single day right by your side, very much dedicated to you and this community to continue doing all the research, boiling it down into the shortest possible videos that I can produce right here for you so that you can stay updated with everything going on and making sure that I'm bringing you all the latest information on your monthly benefits if you are a fixed income beneficiary of Social Security, whether it's retirement, SSDI, survivors, SSI, VA, RRB, even low income, no income, seniors, older adults, elderly, and of course, people with disabilities. I truly want to help you out in any way that I possibly can. There's so many moving parts right now. Things are changing very, very rapidly, which is why I'm doing all this research and delivering a few videos to you each and every day so that we can all keep a pulse on what is going on, especially during this time as all these programs and provisions and different things are popping up right now that include money or benefits for the low income. So again, thanks so much for joining me. Please make sure to subscribe down below if you haven't done so yet. And let's get right into this. All right, so to offer additional clarification from yesterday, by the way, if you did not see that video, let me briefly run through the details about this. So here's what it comes down to. Social Security, in some instances, does provide and offer a one-time lump sum check that actually does also provide some retroactive payments. That's virtually what it is. So basically, they take what they should have been paying you and they say, hey, we're going to give you a lump sum check as retroactive pay. I mean, seriously, this is like music to the ears of so many people when we talk about this because this is literally what so many people want, right? However, it's maybe not always the best situation because you would probably think, okay, wait, Social Security is offering me a lump sum check. Does this make sense? Is this administration typically known for sending out lump sum checks and being generous like this? Well, again, I'm not here to tell you what to think, but generally, you got to kind of read between the lines and figure out what is in it for them, right? What's in it for them? Is it just out of generosity, or is there some kind of underlying, maybe a little bit of incentives for them to send you a lump sum payment? All right, so here's what it comes down to. This is only in reference to Social Security retirement benefits, okay? Now, there's a lot of different things out there right now for Social Security disability and survivors, SSDI and SSI, all these other benefits out there. However, this one is just in reference to Social Security retirement. Okay, now that we understand that, let's get into this and talk about it a little bit further. So here's what it comes down to. If and when you hit your full retirement age, if you happen to delay claiming benefits after your full retirement age, your benefits will continue to increase at a rate of 0.667% or 2/3 of 1% per month beyond your full retirement age. For example, let's just say that your full retirement age is the age of 67, right? Let's just say that you delay by 3 months. Your benefits will continue to increase at a rate of 0.667% per month going forward for the 3 months until you claim your benefit. Kind of makes sense? And by the way, that is a permanent raise to your benefits once you start claiming them. So the longer that you delay, the more that your raise could potentially be, which also annualizes out into an 8% raise on an annualized basis up to the age of 70, and then your benefits no longer continue increasing. However, here's where the potential here's where the potential lump sum check comes in. So in the event that let's just say, again, going back to our example here, let's just say that your full retirement age is the age of 67. Okay, done. You delay claiming for, let's just say, 6 months, because that is the maximum. They will pay out a maximum of retroactive pay in the amount of 6 months worth. Anything beyond that, they do not pay retroactive pay beyond 6 months. The 6 months is the cap when it comes to the lump sum payment. Now, here's what it comes down to. Let's just say, again, your full retirement age is 67. You delay claiming benefits until 67 years old and 6 months. Okay, so you've delayed by 6 months. Your benefits have in theory, increased by 4%, right? So 8% annualized, 0.667% each and every month. Out for 6 months is 4%. Your benefits have increased by 4% by delaying for 6 months. Not bad, right? More than the historical cost of living adjustment. Again, not a bad thing. Now, when you contact Social Security to claim your benefits, as in to start receiving your Social Security retirement benefits, they may offer you a lump sum payment. Now, basically what this comes down to is for the 6 months that you did not claim your benefits, right, for those 6 months that you've been delaying, they may take all those benefits, lump them all together and say, here you go, would you like to take a lump sum payment? And you might be very tempted because let's just say that your benefit is, $2,000 a month. If you have 6 months worth, you're talking about $12,000. Well, would it be tempting if the Social Security Administration came to you and said, would you like a $12,000 check? I think a lot of us would probably say, yeah, how fast can you get it to me? Right? Yeah, so it'd be very, very tempting. But here's possibly one of the different provisions and one of the downfalls you maybe need to take into consideration. As a result of taking the lump sum check, your benefits would also be reduced by that 4%, right? So going forward, you would actually have that reduction to your benefits. Now you might be thinking, okay, it wouldn't really be all that much going forward. I'd much rather have the money in hand now and sacrifice a little bit of a benefit going forward permanently forever as a result of getting a big lump sum payment right in the beginning. So this is where you kind of need to take this into consideration. Again, you got to have a bunch of different factors here. You got to run all your own numbers, and you need to understand your situation. What is more beneficial for you? A higher benefit going forward for longer periods of time where you're getting a little bit more each and every month for a long drawn out period of time, or getting a little bit less of a benefit to the tune of a few percentage points each and every month, but you also start out with a big lump sum payment in hand. So you kind of got to weigh all these different parameters here to determine what is actually best for you in your situation. Is it a big lump sum payment with a lump sum payout from the very start with a smaller monthly benefit going forward, or would it be more beneficial to not take the big lump sum payment because maybe you don't need it, or maybe you just want the little bit higher benefit going forward? So this is where the lump sum payment is actually offered. When you actually delay receiving your Social Security retirement benefits beyond your full retirement age, this is when it is offered in some instances. Maybe not every time, but it may be offered to you in the event that you delay claiming your benefits after your full retirement age. When you go to claim, they may offer you that full lump sum payment for those months that you actually held off from claiming your benefit. But again, remember, your benefits would be reduced by a few percentage points because of that, by taking the lump sum payment. But at the end of the day, you would have a lump sum check in your hand. But then again, going forward, your payments would be, just a tad smaller. Now, another thing you need to take into consideration as well, every single year when you get the annual cost of living adjustment, if you take the payout, your benefits would be a little bit smaller. Therefore, the annual cost of living adjustment would be calculated off of a little bit smaller of a monthly benefit. Therefore, your raise would technically be a little bit smaller as well as a result of working with percentages. However, if you do not take the lump sum payment and your benefit is a few percentage points higher, then remember the annual cost of living adjustment would be calculated based on a higher number. Therefore, working with percentages, again, your cost of living adjustment would be a little bit higher in dollars. So something you got to calculate as well. But At that point, you're then pinching pennies. And again, you got to figure out what is more important to you. Pinching pennies for many, many years going into the future, or taking a big lump sum payment now and possibly doing something with that money. Again, I'm not here to advise you. I don't know your situation. Everybody's situation is very, very different. So therefore, I can't tell you what to do, but rather I can give you this information and tell you this is what you probably want to consider going forward as you approach the time when you want to start drawing on Social Security benefits and figuring out, what do you want to do? Do you want to take the lump sum? Do you want to claim early? Do you want to claim late? Do you want to claim the minute that you can start getting benefits? It's all up to you. It's all based on your situation, maybe your financial situation. Do you need the extra money? Did you recently retire? Do you have some big projects or maybe, some kind of medical expenses coming up? There's a lot of different factors here. Therefore, you got to figure out what is best for your situation and determine what would be best for you going forward. The lump sum, the little bit higher payments going forward, not taking the lump sum, taking your benefits early, taking your benefits right away at the time that you can start getting them at full retirement age, or maybe delaying a few months, 3 months, 6 months, a year, 2 years, things like this. Again, these are all the different parameters that you got to consider. Anyway, this is a full explanation of that lump sum payment. Again, this is a real thing. It is not waiting for congressional approval. It is not waiting for some special bill to pass in Congress. It is not waiting for an executive order out of the president, and it is not waiting for the Social Security Administration to approve it. This is something that has been in place. It's been in place for a very long time, and it may just be offered for some people when you go forward to claim your Social Security retirement benefits. Anyway, hope this one helps you out with a little bit further explanation into those questions and concerns that I did see in that video from yesterday. So again, thanks so much for joining me. Please make sure to subscribe down below if you haven't done so yet. Share this video with your friends, family, social media, and of course, go back and check out some of the other couple thousand videos that are right here on the channel. And again, thanks so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Enjoy your day, and I'll catch you again later in the next update.